Good afternoon, America and the rest of the world. Sandra J. Hobson here, stand-up comedian, entertainer, director and producer, boxing documentaries, and internet troll to those who need internet trolling. Folks, listen, we're trying to grow the platform, so please subscribe, like this video, share it, and by all means, leave a comment in the comment section. Because I enjoy exchanging opinions and points of views with you all, as well as checking out the feedback to these videos that I made. So, man, this joint right here is called The Match Date from Hell. So I just recently found myself, well, I've been separated from my wife for a little over a year now. And I've been doing a little bit of internet dating. Now, I'm the guy that always poo-poos internet dating. But, you hear about a lot of success stories. But I just prefer to meet people in person. So I got on this match website, and it was pretty cool. A lot of nice people on there, a lot of interesting people on there, a lot of really good comedic material on there. So, I like it. One of the disadvantages that I've always suffered when it comes to the opposite sex, I've always been one of those kind of guys where everybody that I like don't like me, and everybody that like me, I don't like. And, that has continued into my adult life, but I've always managed to get what I wanted because in the long run, I'm not going to settle. I consider myself a pretty intelligent guy, and I got good judgment. I know scams when I see them, and I'm sharp on, scams because, there's people out there that want to take your hard-earned money, but they want to take it from you in such a smooth and soft way that they're not actually stealing it. You're giving it to them. So after a series of, and understand before I go any further, I don't want to give you guys the impression that this young lady that I'm talking about was in any way a scam or anything like that. I just think she was a beautiful woman, the kind of woman that was so beautiful, that is so beautiful, that men just want to do shit for, man. I was bewitched yesterday by this lady's beauty. So I said that to say, man, I met this sister online, and I was dreading meeting her because I was actually thinking I was going to be catfished. So I'm kind of leery because I'm thinking, man, might get catfished again. And the catfishing is crazy, man, because it's a lot of beautiful women on these dating sites, but a lot of women, they lie about their weight. That's one concern that I've seen. They lie about their weight, and men lie about the stuff that they men lie about, but women mostly lie about their weight and their age. And in my case, I've had some people show up who was maybe like about 25, 30 pounds bigger than they was in their picture, and I'm not into the big beautiful black women or whatever, the big beautiful women. That's not my stick. Never has been. So, with all of that said, man, I'm looking for this date to be a dud, man. Just like I was like, oh man, jeez, because I usually go through with the date where I'm attracted to the sister, not just strictly because okay, I'm here, fuck it, let's just get some material out of it. So I'm like looking for this shit to be a wash, and when this woman opened the door, man, I'm like, wow, because I was already transfixed by her picture. But when I seen her in person, man, she walked out that house, and she had sunglasses on. And, I'm looking at her like she's an idiot for having wearing sunglasses in the house. But, man, when I think about it, man, that was just her gimmick, man, because I'm looking at her like, with a little bit of disappointment that she had sunglasses on in the house. And man, when she flipped them lids up and that woman looked, and she swept my breath away. Let me tell you guys something. This woman is beautiful. That's the only way I could describe it, man. If you could just sum that up. I've never in my life, never been put under a spell before. Never. I've never been hypnotized. I don't talk to gypsies. I don't do none of that shit. But this woman put a goddamn spell on me. I done been in love before, and it's been women who have been dear and dear to my heart, but they did not have a goddamn thing on this woman. Was beautiful. That's the only way I could describe her. So she came out, man, and gave me a hug. And next thing you know, man, this woman is leading me around by my damn nose. I don't even realize it, but she just I'm under a spell. And I don't believe in voodoo. I don't believe in black magic. I don't believe in none of that stuff. But I do now. This woman, oh, she had me. And man, we go eat. We sitting there grubbing. And I'm just getting drawn into her and shit. And in the meantime, she putting them away like she just came off the desert and she ain't have nothing to drink for a week. She just throwing them back. And I'm just watching her like, Jesus Christ. But she was so gorgeous. She had that kind of beauty that make you want to ignore all the flaws and say, fuck it, man, let's keep pushing. Let's just keep pushing. So, man, I got that goddamn bill. That bill was $70. And I was slowly snapping out of the spell. I'm like, shit. You know what I mean? I was like, she pretty, but she ain't that pretty. Man, listen. That woman touched me, leaned up against me. Cause she had that body, man. She had an awesome body. She must have felt the spell breaking when I saw that bill. That woman leaned close enough to me so I could smell that perfume and feel her. Man, I'm like, let's go. Where we going? We go down to Manhattan and shit. Now, I already know I'm out my league because I'm in Manhattan now. I'm just keeping it 100 because I'm watching the Bucks. So I know I'm out my league in Manhattan. The only thing I could afford in Manhattan is a hot dog or a pizza. Okay? So I know I'm out of my goddamn league just being in Manhattan with this woman. But still, I'm under the fucking spell. And would you believe this fucking dude walked up and asked me for a couple of dollars and I gave it to him? Man, I needed that fucking money I gave his ass. Man. She comes bouncing out this motherfucking hat shop, right? And she say, oh, I wanted to get that hat for my birthday, but whoop, 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 whoop. Before I knew it, I just marched in that fucking store. I stormed in that motherfucking store like she came out there and said one of them fellas in there offended her and I needed to go in there to defend her. She came out there just saying, I want that hat in there. And I marched my ass in that fucking store like I was getting ready to punch one of them men in their mouth. So I'm thinking a hat probably costs maybe like about $50, man. Tops. How much could the damn hat cost? This is what I'm thinking now. I don't know ladies' hats. Man, I just handed the dude my card, right? And man, when that motherfucker handed me that bill, that hat was $190, man. Might as well say it was $200, man. And I'm like, oh, whoa, man. I said, Jesus Christ, man. I done spent $70 on this motherfucking breakfast. And now I pay $200 for a goddamn hat. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? So now, I'm really trying to get the fuck out of this shit, man. I'm like kind of sort of don't want to hang out with this, but I was like kind of sort of want to ease out, but I'm really a pussy, says my friends and my fucking psychiatrist, because I don't have the courage to stand up to women like I need to. So I'm like, shit, man, damn, this motherfucker's into me damn there now for like almost $300 and shit, right? I'm like, God, man. So, but we hanging out and we having so much fucking fun, man. And it seemed like when I think about it now, every time it seemed like the spell would start wearing off. And I'm thinking about that money, man. It seemed like she might have picked up on that shit and she just turned that fucking charm up just a little bit, just enough to keep me moving. So, man, we out here eating and drinking and eating and drinking. We got this fucking hat. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, I gotta get the fuck away from this woman, man. And man, by the time we got back to the crib, we had made all these plans to hang out on Sunday, right? And I'm sitting there saying, man, I gotta get the fuck away from her, man. I just gotta get away from her, man. She will empty my whole fucking bank account. And she ain't never asked me for shit, man. She just was magical. So I said all of that to say, man, sometimes, man, you gotta stay in your league, I guess. Other times you gotta be vigilant. I don't know, man. But I know it's somebody out there who love you, but you gotta be careful because these people will tear your ass up. And I'm not saying that that young lady did anything wrong to me. I done everything for my own free will, but but man, you got to be careful from the scams. Because when I was thinking about this, rerunning this whole thing, I said she might could have been a scam because she never ate everything. Everything she'd take a few bites and she would just put shit up, man. And it's like it made me start thinking about the whole thing. I'm like, damn, man, she might have been they might have had a telephone scam going. They might have had a dating scam. But it ain't have to be a scam. I'm just saying that even though this was a story about a guy who just done dumb shit, who pretty much had fun, but it was scary, man, when I think about all the other variables of internet dating. I ain't even mean to say all that shit, man. But what the fuck? I'm done with it. Bam!